Hit him with a little bit of sweet chin music. And I only beef over cake like Brutus. The barber and then over him, I dub go hard like. Where do we come from? What do we do? Dissect matches and break down moves. You're tuned in to an interlude. When I look into the middle of your mind, that's an interview. Independent, you better get with the movement. We only winning, we never been in the losing. Subscribe to the channel on YouTube and see us on the news so that we able to do that.
I don't want to talk about.
The other part is video games and Dungeons and Dragons.
Yep.
That's interesting.
Some wrestling.
Wrestling.
Sprinkled
Okay.
with just a little bit of wrestling.
I would like to tell the people out there that are watching us live right now, hello and welcome to the 96th episode of Michigan Independent Weekly. MI dubbed for short, of course. We are your hosts, the man with the plan, the boss, the homeboy, the one and only Cody Fleming, myself. That would be me. And then we have the real deal heel, Danny Beals. And of course, the man that makes the the ice cream, Josh Harper, the happiest of Harpers, and the official sponsor of Michigan Independent Weekly and Rasslin Rage.
What are you doing?
He's still going, man. He's like a little, I don't know.
We're gonna give you the last results from the Sunday shows that we didn't have on Rage. We're gonna give you those results that happened in Michigan, and we're gonna be talking about stuff coming up. But before we talk about stuff going up, I'm gonna do Cody's favorite part of the show, and that's where I just talk about myself for a few minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Let me tell you
my
something.
absolute favorite, sort of like Atlas Hightower's your number one wrestler of all time.
The most favorite. So let me tell you about Happy Harper ice cream. Happy Harper ice cream is, like Cody said, crack.
Well, I said you're the crack dealer.
I mean, there's no more than that. I got yelled at by my supervisor today because I didn't have the flavor he wanted in stock.
Okay, that's funny. You woke me up for that one.
So if you want to be angry when I don't have the flavor you want, hit up Happy Harper Ice Cream. It's a sponsor of Rasslin Rage, MIW, number one show in Michigan. And you know why it's the number one show in Michigan? Because it's got me on it. And I'm sponsored by Mr. Jeremiah Goldman of 24 Karat Line Productions. Thank you for sponsoring all the excellence in the state of Michigan. Me, MM3, Adam fucking Wick. Of course yourself.
But didn't you also sponsor a match?
Yes. We also sponsored a match. Collectively, we're sponsoring a match for FU Wrestling.
FU
I will never call it.
Well, I mean, FU Wrestling is an amazing name because, I mean, I like to say FU a lot.
A lot. Like, I know it's For Us Wrestling. No, it's FU Wrestling. If you don't like it, FU. You're not coming to the show? FU. You want to sit in the front row and you got there too late? FU.
You know what the thing about it is? When people ask you, when people ask you where you're going,
FU.
That's right.
You got to do the.
All right.
Like indie wrestling. Cool. FU.
That's pretty.
I need a
show
shirt.
Should we go
to be shirts?
FU.
First FU show. I need a big FU wrestling shirt. I need that. Need it.
FU. FU. FU.
FU. FU.
I like it. It rolls off the tongue.
All right. Now I get to thank our other sponsor, BCWA. You can find BCWA as always on Facebook at Go BCWA or online at GoBCWA.com. And as we have said for the last few weeks, please, 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 BCWA, we need you back.
Now, we will be talking about, we got results, we have upcoming events, and I'm sure we're going to talk shit because we do a lot of that a lot of the time.
ADHD runs true here.
Yes. And we are very good at talking shit. I mean, I'm just going to say it straight out.
Well, some more than others, but yeah. You know.
Josh, half the guys love Josh. Half the guys want to kill Josh. I think someone should make a whole show of guys that want to kill Josh versus guys that love Josh.
I don't think there's enough people that love. Now, there's people that love my ice cream. I don't know if there's enough people that love me to do a show. No one wants to face the Dread King and Warboy.
Well, so when we come back, we're going to go over results first, I'm sure, right? So results, then some upcoming events. And the chat's golden, by the way. So here we go when we come back.
Go.
It's time to talk about Michigan independent wrestling. Tune into the channel, check your internet connection. Cody, Danny, Josh, they're the best at breaking down the matches into each and every segment. Michigan independent wrestling. Tune into the channel, check your internet connection. Cody, Danny, Josh, they're the best at breaking down the matches into each and every segment.
Well. I can't wait to have some of this ice cream. Shogun's been waiting all day for this. After a long day of suplexing, nothing like some sweet ice cream to square me away.
Hey, Shogun. What's that?
Happy Harper's, Michigan's finest, most indulgent, loveliest ice cream.
What flavor?
Since you asked. Shogun Suplex Surprise, my own specialty flavor. Kind of like a lemon pie. Actually, just like old Shogun's grandma used to make.
Can I have some?
You want some of this ice cream? You want some of Happy Harper's ice cream?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you can't have none. Get your own. Happy Harper's, Michigan's finest ice cream. Hit them up on Facebook to find out more.
All right. Hey, Josh,
What's up?
why haven't you been to church lately?
F you! I need that shirt.
That's amazing. I
Hey,
love it.
Here we go. I told Josh I was going to do this. Now,
No, you're not.
Jeremiah's in the chat, okay?
Okay.
All right, Jeremiah, ask Josh how come he didn't read the beautifully set up thing I wrote for you personally that he was supposed to say about you having the Midas touch because everything you touch turns to gold. The one and only 24-karat lion himself, Jeremiah. I set it up so it would look perfect. You didn't read it. Why sponsored him, not me?
Here we go. The war.
Because
of sponsorship.
Excellence doesn't have to read a script. I just speak the words from my heart that I feel.
Oh boy, dude. Oh, you guys are gonna fucking
Also,
kill me.
F you.
Yeah, F you. I like it. Anyway, so we're back as we promised. Here are all the results from Sunday's matches that we're going to go over that we couldn't do on Rage, of course. And then we will go over, Saturday's Capital Pro as well,
Yes.
because we didn't have those, and now we
So
do.
today,
We didn't have those. Now we do. But anyways, Capital Pro Wrestling, and that took place on August 14th in Lansing. That's right. It took place at the Fledge in Lansing, by the way. Starting the night out was LaDon Sanders and Danny Astro, with Sanders getting the win by pinfall.
dude, I bet you that match was all over the place.
Next up, Joseph Norton took on El Ridiculoso. And even though I guarantee you he took every opportunity and he hashtag followed the rules, Joseph Norton still came up with the win, probably by cheating.
Probably. That's how everybody beats L. After that, it was Billy Ray Daniels versus Jason Blaze. Went to a battle in a one-on-one action where Billy Ray, probably took a couple of sips, got that Popeye, and he got the win.
After that, we had Conrad Lukes. I hope I say that right. I'm shitty with names. And Derek Williams, who defeated Nick Zero and Dylan Derringer in tag team action.
George Mack took on Josh Morris, with George Mack coming out with the win.
Dun, 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 dun.
In a match, I truly hope someone puts out there for us to see it. Someone on the internet.
Well, they probably will have it on the Great Lakes Wrestling Great Lakes Wrestling Showcase or something like
I
that.
think that's the name of it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I hope so, because we had veterans Josh Raymond and Caleb Stills in what I will guarantee was class in session with those two in one-on-one action. In the end, Josh Raymond gets the win.
And then we have the next matchup, which would make the 6th one on this card, with Kenny Steele taking on JP Ono. Right? JP Ono back in action. But he was pinned. Mr. Ono was pinned for a 1, 2, 3.
Am I the only one that'd love to see Ono take on the Kool-Aid Man?
Like the
No,
real
that would be
Kool-Aid
good.
guy? That'd be kind of cool.
Huh?
Oh no! Oh yeah! This is why people don't like me. In the main event at the Fledge, we are treated to tag team action. This is not just the main event, but this is not just the main event at CPW, but would be a main event anywhere. And I hope that we get to see it in person at some point. But Kevin Calloway and Sean Tyler of The Purge were in not just a match, but I'm sure one hell of a fight against the Nomads, Ace Evans and Road Rash. In the main event at Road Rash, chaos ensued, because that's what happens. And in the end, it ended up being The Purge, Kevin Calloway and Sean Tyler, who came home with the win. But I bet you they're feeling it the next day. Probably today, too.
So we went over the first 2 days of the Taco Fest, right? We went over the first 2 days. Now we have the third, and which was none other than Pro Wrestling All-Stars of Detroit at the Springfield Oaks County Park, which is in Davisburg. And it was hosted by the Human Amplifier, Steven Rivera. In the show opener, though, it was sadistic Sean Lawhorn, who was accompanied by the Guru and taking on Skyjacker's arch nemesis, the Kenny Urban. But guess what?
What?
Sean Lawhorn defeats Skyjacker's nemesis. That's correct. Kenny Urban does, in fact, lose.
That's how it works.
Yep.
Sometimes it is.
Shaggy ended up having a match with Wesley Spears, who also came out with Frank Isaac Anderson and Frank Stubbs. And despite the fact, really, when you come out with anyone, it's essentially a 3-on-1 match. Shaggy still wins, and that's because his power level's over 9,000.
I was going to say that's because he's Shaggy. Match number 3 was old school Rick Cartier getting the big W over Daniel Wolf in one-on-one competition.
Nice. Then we have the Party Monsters of none other than the Mysterious Movado from Planet Detroit. I heard that did you hear some of the responses of like Planet Detroit was? It was like Detroit in the Crow, stuff like that. I was like, man, okay. But anyways, then we have El Ridiculoso, accompanied by the Guru, and who was defeated by, these two were defeated. Are you hearing this, Josh? They were defeated by the Pro Wrestling All-Stars Cruiser Core Champion, the demon known as Mulak, and Josh's 5th most favorite wrestler, top tier Tanner Nix.
It kills you when we say top tier, doesn't it?
Kills me is the fact you looked over. Do you actually have a list written down next to your computer?
Yes.
That is
See, what he does is he's got his pen and paper and he watches your facial expressions. And that's how he judges where they go on that
I
list.
can't remember who I made 3 and 4 yet, so I haven't put him down.
Mr. Fitness.
No, he's not in there. We this was like in the last year we made this list.
Yeah. I haven't seen Mr. Fitness in 2 years.
Yeah.
I made Josh almost like him for a minute.
And we ain't seen Fitness since BCWA.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
After intermission, we were treated to a match that put El Ridiculoso against the Kenny Urban. Yeah. It was not a good day for Kenny. I mean, that's a good day for everyone else. But it was not a good day for Kenny Urban as El Ridiculoso followed the rules, took every opportunity, and he got the win over the Kenny Urban.
So that puts Kenny at what? 0 for 2?
Wah, wah, wah.
What a silly.
He was at Taco Fest. So, I mean, the worst day at Taco Fest is still better than a good day at work.
You know, that's true. That's true.
You make a very good point.
But if he's a wrestler, then he was at work. So he had a bad day at work.
While having a good day?
I don't know.
He had a bad day at work, but he enjoyed it.
Right.
Yeah. Match number 6 gave Daniel Wolf another shot at getting a W for the day when he went to battle against Shaggy. This match came out double count out. Let them fight. Let them fight.
Yeah. Anyways. Then it was sadistic Sean Lawhorn coming back out again, he was with the Guru, by the way, but he was taking on old school Rick Cartier.
I love his song. I can't help it.
Are you done now?
You asked for that, Cody. You did.
That was totally your fault, 100%.
That's
Hashtag
like-
Cody's fault.
That's like when a kid tells, when you spank your kid and he says, do you feel better? What do? You whoop him again.
You're spoken like somebody that's done something like that.
Oh, man, I made a mistake one time. My old man let me up like nobody's business.
All right. But yeah, so Sean Lawhorn gets the win over Rick Cartier. We need to have
Wesley
that.
Spears was in action with Frank Isaac Anderson and Frederick Stubbs again. This time he goes one-on-one and took advantage of the fact that it was not one-on-one by taking on and defeating the Mummy.
Up next, it was the Pro Wrestling All-Stars Cruiser Corps champion, the Demon Moloch. Defeating, there you go, Josh. Ready? Smile? I'm going to make you smile. Defeating Tanner Nix to retain the championship.
Oh, dang it.
Guess maybe he wasn't so top tier that day.
And in the 10th matchup of the day, yes, you heard that correctly. In the 10th matchup of the day, the Kenny Urban avoids the big goose egg for the day by defeating Daniel Wolf in El Ridiculoso in a triple threat match when Urban pinned Wolf with a roll-up. He may be a silly goose, but he didn't get skunked. I didn't write that.
In match number 11, we had old school Rick Cartier and the sadistic Sean Lawhorn beating the hell out of each other in a return grudge match at the end of the night. It was old school getting the win over sadistic Sean Lawhorn.
Oh.
This next match, I'm sure, made Kyler Coleman very happy because he wasn't involved when the Soul Taker and the Mummy took on Frank Isaac Anderson, FIA, and Wesley Spears with Frederick Stubbs, Soul Taker, and the Mummy on top.
Now, no souls matter, but a mummy doesn't have a soul, does he?
Well, maybe, yeah, I think he does, doesn't he? It's because they trap it inside the. No, they give him stuff so he can get over the River Thames.
Preserving the mummy's body is so that the soul can return to the body. So if the body's animated, then the soul has returned.
That's true. So Soul Taker probably brought him back to life.
So even old souls don't matter.
Yeah.
Which now makes me want to picture Soul Taker pile driving like 18-year-old girls drinking a pumpkin spice latte that goes, I'm an old soul. No souls matter right there. Lavender wafts throughout the arena.
That was great. Man, oh man, where? Oh no, oh no, oh no. I am way. Oh, there we go. And for the main event, ooh la la champion, the mysterious Movado, defeats. Did you hear that?
Ready, Josh?
You ready? Defeats Josh's fifth most favorite wrestler in the entire world. That's correct. One top tier Tanner Nix to retain his Ooh La La championship. Your fifth most favorite. I want, man.
Top tier. Also on Sunday, we had GLWA's Summer Bash. The opening bout for this show was GLWA's Tag Team Championship. Falls Count Anywhere. That's an amazing way to start a show. Holy crap. Now I'm going to tell you this event that's if you start with the Tag Team Championship Falls Count Anywhere match, you got two options, okay? Option one, that's going to be an amazing show because if that's the one that starts the show and every show a match builds on that, option two, 3 matches in, you're tired. Thankfully, this was one of those shows where every match built on each other. It got better and better and better. But we ended up seeing the Thieves of Greatness take on the Grey Wolves. The Thieves of Greatness were able to defeat the Grey Wolves. After the match continuing the beatdown, looking to end the Grey Wolves once and for all, this brought up the GLWA GM B.E. Stone, who stripped them of the tag team titles. Falls Count Anywhere. At the end of the match, there ain't no champion.
Nope. Up next was Tyler Matthews versus Moose Knuckle McGraw. Tyler Matthews wins this contest, not just by pin, by making him tap.
Tap or snap.
I like snap. I like seeing shit like that. Kind of cool.
Yeah,
actually.
snap is my favorite.
Kind of cool, actually. The fans saw Josh Morris and the Shaman in action. The Shaman did not have the favor of the spirits as Josh Morris got the pin. Terrible situation for the Shaman. Damn it, man.
In a triple threat match, it was Sullivan Stone versus Kit Rude versus Damian Gray. And it was the Gold Rush who picked up the win.
Next up, Timothy Savage from the House of Matthews beating up Jamal Kendall. Poor Jamal.
And for the top-notch championship, Kenzie Black got the best of Jaden Quick and took home the win. After the match, Isaiah Moore and Theo Storm, the Thieves of Greatness, came out and put the beat down on Kenzie and Jaden, which sets up the next show where Isaiah will face Kenzie for the top-notch championship and Theo will face Jaden.
In match number 7, it was an Epic Love beating the Den, representing the House of Matthews, and he won by a countout. Epic Love apparently is ready for war.
Epic Love.
Get it?
The main event was for the GLWA Heavyweight Championship, where the Celtic Nightmare successfully defended his GLWA Heavyweight Championship against the king of Northern Indiana, Brutus Dillon. Now, I say this so-called king faces our king so that he can be humbled and shown what a true king is.
Okay. So after the match, it was the Gold Rush, Solomon Stone, coming out to challenge the Celtic Nightmare to a heavyweight championship match, and then hired Cream Street Mafia, who is Roberto Cruz and Nick Baker, to take out the Celtic Nightmare, but instead found themselves on the wrong end of a Celtic beatdown. Uh-oh. Man. These actions set up a championship match between the Celtic Nightmare and Solomon Stone for next month's GLWA. Card subject to change. Do.
No. Now, that's all the shows and information that we had for last week, which is what we're supposed to discuss on Rasslin Rage. People keep doing Sunday shows. So now we're going to talk about all the shows coming up this week in the state of Michigan, which is what MIW is all about. Yeah. The first show we're going to talk about, as it almost always is Pro Wrestling All-Stars of Detroit. It presents Sky is the Limit live Friday night on August 20th. That's from the Play Atlantis in Melvindale, Michigan. The address for this event is 19400 Allen Road. Doors open at 6:30. Bell time is 7 o'clock. But look, if you've never been to a Pro Wrestling All-Stars of Detroit show, if you get there at 7, you probably already missed a match.
Or two.
They're good matches. They're always amazing freaking matches. So if they say doors open at 6:30, be there. I mean, if you get there at 6:15, you're still going to be 50 people behind Nasty Neil. So get there, get your good seats, be there for the pre-show. Doors open at 6:30. Bell time is 7. Admission for adults is $12. Kids 12 and under are only $5. This is an outdoor event. Right now, there are no events listed right now. So that just means that every match that happens is a surprise for you. It's a surprise for me. It's a surprise for everyone. Get there, be pleasantly surprised.
Absolutely. Then Saturday, August 21st, from Vandermill Cider, Independence Pro Wrestling presents Grand Slam in Grand Rapids, Michigan. The address for this event is 505 Ball Avenue. Tickets are $25 for front row, 10 and under, $10. GA is 20. Doors open at 5 p.m. with a 6 p.m. scheduled bell time. This event also includes a showing of SummerSlam after the event. The only match we know of to date is Derek Wolf. Now, if you haven't been paying attention on here or on Sundays, Derek Wolf bought the title from Aaron O'Ryan. He has put out an open invitation to celebrate his Michiana Championship title. Now, even though according to our sources at IPW, technically he hasn't won a match for it yet. And IPW management doesn't technically recognize him as champion, just the legal holder of the title.
Uh-oh.
And yes, Dread King, somebody else dares call themselves king.
Okay. How you doing, buddy? All right. So that's the only events that we know of, huh?
Cody.
Yeah.
Cody.
A bunch more
What?
next week.
Cody.
What?
Cody. Look at your phone.
Hold on. I gotta look at stuff, man. Well, how am I? Okay. So
You got naked pictures again?
no, because I would not be looking at that. Hold on. I gotta.
He says he wouldn't look at that, but did you see the disappointment in his voice when he said that?
You guys are killing me. Look at my phone. Look at my phone. All right, hold on here. So we have this thing. There's someone's bringing some breasts and thighs, apparently.
Yeah.
Who wants some breasts and thighs?
Everyone, I'm fat and black. That's a combination right there I can't turn down.
You just said that you're fat and black. Is that what you said?
It's a factual thing. Like,
but you just said this.
I'm 360 pounds and Nigerian in descent.
Oh man, I don't know where this thing just downloaded. And you guys are making, dude, see, the show's almost over. And now I got to remember. Right,
We started late, so we got to end late.
right, I'm trying to making me think and stuff.
What are we waiting on?
Me?
You don't look at your phone either.
Yeah, apparently you didn't look at your phone either.
See, I like to stay up to date with all the cutting edge stuff.
Hey,
Constantly
I was
about
watching the show, and I was in the chat.
So here it is. Well, bang.
hey, if you don't like the way I operate, F you.
All right, so we got the Colonel of Clapping Cheeks, LaDon Sanders. All right, is going to be at FU Wrestling here.
Yup.
Friday, September 3rd, 2021 at 7 p.m. at Trixie's Bar, 2656 Carpenter Avenue in Hamtramck, Michigan. Blah. It's been a while since I've been to Hamtramck.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah.
Hamtramck gonna F you.
Yeah. So he's the Colonel of Clapping Cheeks here.
It still means that I outrank him as a 5-star flavor general.
And it says he's serving up
That's
them
true.
breasts and thighs. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wait a minute. Never mind.
What?
Never mind.
I don't even want to know what you were going to say. Yeah, I do. I horribly want to know what you're going to say.
Remember me.
Well, on my Patreon, you want to find out what I was gonna say.
Oh boy. Anyways. So yeah, that's all the shows we know about this week, which doesn't seem like there's many. If there's one that we missed, please let us know, and we will definitely put that somewhere so somebody
I think
knows.
all the rest of them run the week after the last
Okay.
week of the month.
Everyone's running in September, man. We got shows on the 1st. You got shows on the 3rd. You got, technically it's in October, but you got that show that's doing camping from New York. And there's 9 million shows in September. September is going to be a busy month. Which means, please, people, don't be stupid. It's over a year. I'm tired of these numbers going up, and if they take wrestling away from us one more time, I'm going individually to everyone's house and smacking them in the face. I'll have time. Do what you got to do.
Is that a threat?
It's a threat.
Oh.
It's a death threat.
Ooh.
Da, 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 da.
So did you guys see that I've been working on the audio content?
Working hard.
Yeah, I got everyone. I got 2 more episodes to go. Now 3 because of this one, but that's it. And then they're all uploaded.
Hey, you are consistently working like an early American, African American, and I appreciate your hard work.
Wait a minute. What?
What?
What did
Leave
you
alone,
just say?
Cody.
What did you just say?
You're consistently working like an early American, African American.
An early American, African American.
You'll get it in a minute.
I get it, but that's wrong, man. Why you gotta say shit like that?
Wait a minute. What about what would they call the Irish people who came here? In the French.
Irish
that was
people in
indentured servitude. I'm sorry.
It'd be potato-loving people from the Caucasus Mountains that are looking to work to gain funds to purchase people. We just don't bring up it's themselves.
Okay, so awkward, and you guys are ridiculous. So, hey,
French descendants who are working to pay off their loans.
yes.
There you go.
So, anyways,
Early student loan debt.
I'm gonna cut you two off. That's what's gonna happen. No more mute you. Mute you. All right. Anyways, so
You me?
not yet.
Oh.
All right. Now, Patreon, we don't have that yet, but we do have Facebook and all that stuff. It's down there. But our audio content is arriving on Podbean now, so that's a good time.
We need
Yay.
a TikTok.
I got a TikTok.
Do you? We need to start doing this stuff when we're waiting in line at shows. Just let them in on some of the shit we talk about.
There's a Rasslin Rage TikTok.
Where's the we in this? Where's the we? Can I ask that? Where's the
Did
we?
you say where's the weed?
No. We.
Oh,
That's
Whoa,
underneath
whoa.
the TV, but I normally use the switch.
We. You don't smoke weed.
We. You said we.
we know where the weed is. I was gonna say it's probably right under your right arm.
W-I-I. It's underneath the TV, but I normally use the switch.
W-E.
That's not how you spell Nintendo Wii.
I'm talking. Never mind. Anyways, moving on. We're out of here. These two are going to drive me fucking insane, and I'm going to have to smack both of them. So, you guys have a great night. Thanks for joining us. And don't forget, you're watching this, or you can catch us on Sunday for Rasslin Rage live at 7 p.m. on the Rasslin Rage YouTube channel on r2youtube.com. The letter R, the number 2, youtube.com. Hey, you know what I want to tell you? F you!
It's going down. This is Rasslin Rage. It's going down. This is Rasslin Rage. This is Rasslin Rage. Cody Fleming is the man who leads the brigade. It's going down. This is Rasslin Rage.